Welcome back to my 1 through 70 guide for my Night Elf Druid. This is going to be 40 through 45 walkthrough. As always, there's nothing to it but to do it, so let's get started. Last time I did Burning Crusade dungeons. I think now I'm gonna mix it up and do Wrath of the Lich King if I can. Last time I tried to switch this, it didn't work. So let's
You
see.
do not exercise restraint when showing your great power to the scourge.
There we go. Let's hope the dungeon queue time isn't too bad. 7 minutes. Never mind. Kind of baited me a little bit there with the 7 minutes. A nice starter. This dungeon actually has a lot of quests too, and it's fast, even though there's 4 bosses.
Hey there. Safe travels. How are you? See you later. Hello. Have a good one.
Wrath of the Lich King was so
You need
blue.
something?
Blue with a mixture of nature from time to time, though. They're not really... Not too much in the dungeons. There are like some trees and stuff. Pulling groups, not really viable this part, though. Take it a little bit easy since I only got 1 charge of Frenzy Regeneration. Actually, I got my big cooldowns up, so there's no point. Something a lot of people miss in this dungeon is the book on the ground. Even though it sparkles, it's really easy to miss, especially if you kill stuff directly on top of it. I'm not really sure how that got pulled, but it's fine. Like I've said before, sometimes people, even if you go like the fastest possible, people still aren't going to be happy with how fast you go. You do have to be careful in this pool because I believe they silence. You don't have to mess with either of these 2 groups. Seems like every run I'm getting someone who does a insane amount of damage. That definitely helps speed it up, having one person.
You know
Having a
what
tank
they
who knows the
say.
dungeons and having someone that does a lot of damage. I also know for this boss I really don't need any cooldowns, so that's why I definitely didn't mind to use
You know
my
what they
cooldowns on that
say.
last pull. Now it's gonna throw me around like I'm a ragdoll. I think I forgot the
Now to
buff.
finish this job.
I just wait for everyone to group up, pop it. Yeah, this guy's doing so much damage, I can't keep aggro on that. I'm kind of curious how they're doing so much damage. Which one is it? Heirlooms. Guy doesn't even have boots on. Oh, I bet they're really low level. That's why they're doing that much damage. Yeah, level 18. Sub 20 gets a massive damage boost. I think I mentioned this before. And if you have heirlooms, the damage boost is just insane. I'm about it though. I mean, increase that speed. I think the healer's struggling a little bit here. That's weird. Yeah, skip right by him. The reason why, I can't remember if I said this before, the reason why they have such high damage is because their lack of spells. And they assume later on, the more spells you get, the better your damage is going to be, so they kind of try to balance it out that way. Even though it's definitely really overtuned for people with heirlooms. And make sure to do your quest over here. Always keep an eye on your quest journal and on the map. However, in this situation, it did cover it for everybody. When jumping down right here, you do want to watch it. There is a little gap on the floor. If you hit it, you die. That gap right there. I've had times where the entire group but myself hit it, and I've had times where I hit it. Really, a tank and healer are the ones you don't want to hit it because you kind of have to stop what you're doing when that happens. Even though I lose my rage, it's kind of worth it. Well, it was until I got slowed. You do have to loot the big trees because you have to get a item off of them. Oops, did not mean to hit that. Doing pretty good right now. One more boss. Put that on. Some people don't put on gear while they do the dungeon. However, I don't see why you don't. Nice little increase to damage or healing, whatever you happen to be doing at the time. Here you do have to watch it because both sides do pat, so if your group is lagging behind a little bit, one will pull it. However, both of our, or most of our group seems to be staying pretty well together. On this boss, you do basically just gotta jump. This boss really sucks for range casters. As a tank, you just jump in one spot. If you don't, I'll go ahead and let it show. You get this debuff, it does damage. It starts out pretty slow. It speeds up pretty quick. And this guy does ice block you in place sometimes, so having that as low as possible is nice. If she catches you with high stacks, you will probably die. I'm gonna take that.
Good day
I
to
am
you.
now level 41. Let's see what we got here. A lot of these dungeons do not have stuff for some reason that
See you
transfers both
around.
to intellect and agility.
You need something?
I don't really
Safe
understand it.
travels.
I've also kind of gotten to the point to where I just equip gear if it's higher item level, even if it's not better, unless I see that it's the stat wise it is
How
drastically
are
not
you?
better.
See you around.
So I'm level 30 or 41. Forgot my level there for a second. And a bar and a half from 42 off of one dungeon, so not too bad. I've only been playing for like 15 minutes, so I'm guessing the person who we're waiting on, which is the healer, forgot to do one of the book quests. I hope that's the quest that we're waiting on right now. They could just teleport out and in. However, I will go toss my little speed boost for them. They might leave. Just doing it to be nice. Yep, they left. Now we wait. Looks like this guy might have went AFK. Nope, still here. Would be nice to get DPS once. It's been a while since I've done DPS. However, I really do enjoy tanking. DPS is fun too, but I've played DPS a ton. I like the control you have as tank. If I want to go fast, I can pull big groups. If I want to go slow, I can pull single groups at a time. It all comes with the time and experience when tanking to know when you should pull big, when you shouldn't pull big. That is very important though, because like you've seen a couple times through my videos so far, I have almost died from overpulling. on numerous occasions, actually. A handy dandy little mount here.
Many deals for a friend.
I did forget that this mount does actually have little buffs. However, I mean, 7 mastery isn't really worth much. At the 1600 gold,
Well.
not too bad. You don't really need a flying mount. I can't remember if I went over this or not for Dragon's Flight. At least last time I played, you didn't, because they give you a dragon flying mount, dragon riding mount, I should say. They get you around DragonFlight pretty fast, so trying to decide if I should go start questing or what I should do. I really didn't expect to have to wait for this queue. Where my reputation's at. Friendly. I exalted with Stormwind. I'm gonna hit up this guy over here.
Well met.
4,000 gold. So I saved myself 1,000 gold by getting ripped up with Stormwind.
Safe travels.
It's not much. As a new player, it definitely is nice to knock off 1/5 the price. Even though, unless they've changed it since I last played, you really don't need it. This dungeon isn't too bad. This one definitely has some one-shot mechanics. Unless they toned them down. I doubt they did. Blizzard is not known for toning stuff down when it's not particularly done the best. That's why Cataclysm dungeons really aren't viable right now. Some Cataclysm dungeons have one-shot mechanics that really suck to deal with. Since that mob is padding, I do need to wait for the healer to come up here. Probably gonna have to pull. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull it. It's a gnome. It should be expected at this point. I have no stun for those guys, and these guys are the ones to do a Shadow Bolt that's like a half health hit. So I do have to watch that. It's always nice when someone messages like that. However, I didn't see that until after that first pull. I did forget to mark the wild again. As you can see, 2 of those would kill me, even with my damage reduction of 30% up.
The secrets of the deep shall remain hidden. The young must not go hungry.
This is another one of those dungeons you gotta make sure to turn in your quests as you go. Man, this muck's hard to keep aggro on. Not making my life easy. You gotta make sure to click the little circles in the middle. That's the only way you get the little force field that's up there down.
I will feast on your remains. I am nowhere. I am everywhere. I am the watcher, unceasing. I am nowhere. I am everywhere. I'm out of range. I am the watcher, unseen, fresh, still blood.
Thanks for returning your quest. Oh, I can't see where I'm going. This area was not meant for camera angles. I hope that person knows we just walked off the side. You can skip boss. This is going to be a great example of skipping the boss. They died. Poor healer. Oh, I gotta be like this. A lot of people don't know you have to click off the Guardian Spirit buff to instantly die. I usually wouldn't use battle res for that, however, it's probably not going to be needed. However, these do hit hard, so might be needed if I die.
It's too far away.
I usually just let the DPS handle this part because what you have to do is everyone needs to stack. Okay, well apparently I'm gonna have to. They must have changed this. You didn't used to have to kill all these. Used to be that whoever killed the stuff the fastest finished it. Puts me at level 43 and 2 bars. Let's see what I get. Head, air pants, and an indestructible waist. I'm not sure what my waist is currently. I'll keep the one I got. That kind of is one of my slower dungeons because you can't really pull big. Oh, this is a fun dungeon.
What can I do for you? Farewell.
Go ahead and buff up just in case someone...
Come get
I don't think I buffed up whenever the priest died, so... Ooh, armor reduction. That is a druid's worst nightmare. Dodge and armor reduction. This is just like... They hate druids in this dungeon, apparently. You do have to be careful here, because this stuff does do a lot of damage. You definitely don't want to pull the entire room. I've made that mistake. These dungeons definitely aren't easy, but you definitely get some pretty good experience for them. One reason they're so hard is because all the debuffs, stuns, and crap like that you have to deal with. At some point this boss spawns ads. It does take a hot minute though. I think all it does is spawn little ads, so it's not gonna hurt me too much just to let them live. I can actually use them to get my damage reduction for auto attacks. If you don't like spiders, this definitely is not the dungeon for you. We're already to the second boss. Pretty easy boss. You pull the boss, you go over here and kill a bunch of crap as it runs down the thing. The tank has to kill special mobs that come through there. Well, it doesn't have, has to tank them. Really, the DPS take over this part.
Bolster my defenses. Hurry, curse you.
What you usually want to happen is one DPS to go up there, the rest to deal with the mobs. Sometimes two DPS.
Bolster my defenses. Hurry, curse you. Bolster my defenses. Hurry, curse you. Surely you can see the futility of it all.
If I remember right, I don't even think this boss has an aggro pool. They just randomly cast at people. You do have to loot this boss,
Your efforts
I thought.
are
Oh, you have to use the cloth. So I'm gonna go ahead and remind the group. Make sure to use the cloth. I don't remember these hitting this hard. I definitely just got owned a little bit there. This next boss is kind of tricky. It's the dinosaur over there. The only reason I kill him is for the quest, but he does fear, so you have to watch, make sure you clear around and all kinds of stuff. Stun root, stun root. You got fear. Ooh, ooh, ooh. One thing you gotta watch, I forgot, if you pull him out of this, he does reset. I've had that happen, that's the only reason I know that. What sucks is when I had that reset, the guy was basically at like 10% health. Kind of makes you want to cry a little, I'm not gonna lie. These guys do something. I can't remember what it is, so I'm not going to pull both. It's either a really hard hit or they fear. Oh, they silence. That's what it is. The only thing that sucks about doing a quest here is after this boss, you have to wait like 2 hours. Just spam taunt.
Impossible! The Raja is eternal! The Raja is...
Now for the fun part, waiting for forever. Am I actually 44? 1, 2, 3. I'm 4 bars off. So I will probably... What's the suit? Okay. That's actually a pretty nice one.
You done well, man. You surpass my greatest hopes.
Now we wait 5 hours for this to finish.
For your efforts, you be getting the greatest of rewards. Revelation!
Level 44. 193, 1,932 gold. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm 4 bars off of
Be
leveling.
skillful
I should level
and
off these
know that
quests. I
you
think I have 4. So a bar per quest. I hope.
Master, my mission be complete.
I wish they take this out of the game.
With the
It's
help
an
of your
interesting
mother,
thing, however, at
this
this point,
region be
doesn't really
cleansed
matter.
of
It
all
just takes forever to
impurities.
do.
You have done well, Drakuro.
I feel bad for whoever went to the start of the instance. They didn't realize that you have to do this.
Betrayal of the Drakari Empire has borne me a new army. Your army.
Maybe I want to be my army.
Arise and accept my gift.
Oh, I can go open my bags, see what I got. Got decent heads, go ahead and
I
equip that.
charge you now
What was the other
with the
thing?
cleansing of Zuldrak.
Tunic.
Drakuro.
Did I need a chest? Yeah, that's a pretty nice upgrade.
As you wish, master. Fail me and it shall be your undoing. Relax.
Level 44. Skull,
Succeed,
which
and
means that
even
he has no
greater
level.
power shall be yours. Forgive my deception, man. It all been for your own good. Ya needed to prove your worthiness. I be needing worthy underlings in Zuldrak, man. One's ready to wield real
I'm not
power.
100% sure if I finished the quest yet or not. That's the only issue.
You see for yourself now. The Lich King be generous to them who obey. Follow this
Oh, nope,
path,
there we go.
and soon you be tasting immortality. Be seeing you.
I just gotta teleport to the start. Okay, that's an interesting glitch. Flying bear form. I bet it would look like he's swimming through the air. 2.5 bars, let's go.
Mogra, Dabu.
I only have 2 quests though.
Be safe.
So
May your blades never dull.
will I get
Be
lucky?
safe. Dabu.
That I will. Level 45. Haste. Not too bad. I got 100 or 100. I can't know why I keep saying 100. 1,990 gold. And that is the end of my 40 to 45 range. However, I probably will start the next video off from here. Or maybe not. Just depends. I was going to help out that duo with the new healer. But until next time.